Don't check your brain when you check your bag. We're all in this together, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You know, I get the need to be comfortable, but I just don't want to see the pajama police next time I go to the airport. So
A little courtesy, a little patience, a lot of that goes a long way.
Exactly, and that is a good
right?
message for sure, to be kind to your fellow travelers and all the airport workers and the airline workers as well, because they deserve that.
Especially those working during the holidays.
They deal with a lot, for sure. All right, let's take you outside. We've got Timberline for you. Earlier tonight when the snow was flying, which is great to see. Unfortunately, it's not going to last. Temperatures warmed up to freezing, and it's going to get even higher. In Vancouver, rainy and 45 degrees. East winds coming out the gorge. And you can see on Doppler radar the rain pushing in from the west. And notice there's a back edge here. So I think we'll get some dry time tomorrow morning. The snow in the Oregon Cascades really winding down quickly as temperatures rise. Still some of the Washington Cascades. We picked up about 0.3 of an inch, give or take, around most of the metro area, and 5,800s over at Hoquiam, but up in Washington, look at the coast there. Hoquiam, nearly an inch, which is why they're getting so much more precipitation than we are here. Salem right now, remember, east wind in Vancouver, it's a south wind down the valley, a little bit warmer at 48 degrees. Temperatures really going to drop very much. It's not raining in Salem, so I think we'll be dry for the early part of the day up until about noon or so. And then the rain sets back in and we'll climb to about 53 during the afternoon tomorrow, because this storm already pushing on through, but the next one gearing up out here, and it's going to come into the Oregon and Washington coast and then weaken as it does that, but it doesn't mean it won't rain. So let's go through this. You can see the dry time until about noon, and then this batch of rain from the south moves on through. That dries out again. Then we get some rain coming in. This is Thursday morning. Little break right before, you know, most folks have dinner. Might be some dry time there. Then the rain will set in again as we go into Thursday night, as everybody's settling down to relax. Now, the center of that storm looks like it may come into the central Oregon coast, so we'll have some offshore winds. Not a big deal for us, and then we just go to dry weather. This is perhaps the toughest part of the forecast because we're just not going to get much snow. These amounts have come way down all week long, but even in the last 12 hours, they've come down as we've got updated model runs. You can see there's nothing basically on Mount Hood through Monday, maybe a little bit on Tuesday, but an inch or two. I mean, you know, it's not going to get ski season going. Where ski season is going to get going is in the northern Rockies. Glacier forecast to get 18 inches or so. Same thing down around Bozeman and Yellowstone. Whitefish scheduled to open on December 4th, and Big Sky down near Bozeman is opening tomorrow. So at least the northern Rockies are getting things going, as they have at Whistler and down at Mammoth as well. They're both open too. Okay, the pattern for us, there's that weak system on Thursday. Then it dries out. Weak system on, here it comes on Tuesday right there. But it will be fairly moisture starved coming out of the north, and then high pressure builds in again after that. We'll hope for a pattern change later in December. You know, a lot of times when winter starts out like this, it really comes on strong later, so keep your powder dry on that. It is 44 in Portland right now, freezing level 7,600 feet, pretty high. Rain tonight, rain tomorrow, but not in the morning. Highs will be about 52 to 53. We go 53 on Thanksgiving Day. The morning lows are really mild in the mid-40s, but over the weekend they get cold down to the low 30s, but we're still up around 50 with the afternoon sun and the morning fog. So pretty great for holiday travelers, David.
Yeah, a little bit of rain, a little bit of sunshine. Thanks, Matt.
You bet.
You know what?